know, the Bible in the book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 1 says, the wicked flee when no one pursues. When it was announced that an asset recovery team had been set up, there's no target. No one is a target. But they have a work to do to investigate. And without naming anyone, some in our society started crying, shouting that they were being targeted, and that they would not cooperate. They will resist. What are you resisting? Has anyone named you as a culprit? Why are you fleeing when no one is in pursuit of you? And if anyone believes that those kinds of conduct will hinder or deter the work of the task force, think again. The government's commitment to accountability is unwavering and uncompromising. The job of this task force is just one of the several mechanisms for accountability. And there's no need for one who is innocent to cry wolf and be rebellious. No amount of rebelliousness to deter this group from doing what they've been charged to do. And we want to be clear with that message. President Mbaka took a very decisive action at the Social Security and Welfare Corporation. And the reason why we want to say a little bit about that is that even in instances where the law grants you tenure, that tenure is not a blank check to be disrespectful to constitutional authority. The conduct of the deputy at the Social Security over the past couple of weeks was on the front of the office of the president, and it reached the level of being a ground for removal, and therefore she was dismissed by the president. The message that you send is that when you are a tenured official, keep at the back of your mind that there are reasons for removal. And gross disrespect to the office of the president is just one of many reasons for which any official of the Nigeria government to be removed. When the Ministry of Foreign Affairs announced the issue about the passport, we've heard reaction. Some with the old tactics, it doesn't change. Always telling people to shut up. I don't know how in these kinds of environments, people with long-standing history in customs operation cannot just figure out themselves how to communicate in ways that are respectful. And you run after people that they should shut up because they have an opinion. You don't even care about our traditional partners. Don't they too have the right to opinions in this country? And if you disagree with them, are there now ways you could do it rather than telling them to shut up? When will these ugly tactics change? If you are an opposition, get engaged with the discourse taking place in the country. But do it in a way considered acceptable. For us, We're not in a reactionary battle with anyone. We come and continuously communicate what we have to communicate. If your new job is now to be a reactionary element, basically reacting to everything we say, kudos. A new good job. Keep it up. We'll find the need and the material that will keep you busy doing that new job. On one positive note, you are aware that our national team played in Morocco yesterday against Djibouti. The team won the match. In 6 days, the return will be played here. We want to encourage all of our citizens to rally around the national team. If there is nothing that will hold us together as a people, that will be a force that will unite us in some ways, let the Lone Star be. We congratulate them as a government for the victory, and we call upon our people to stand with them as the return is played in 6 days. Finally, we have chosen to not talk much about it, but I think it's about time that we bring it to you, the public. We have inherited a Ministry of Information, a government spokes agency, where almost everything is non-functional. This ministry, as a Ministry of Information, does not even have a functioning website. All of you are journalists. Click. Go look for the Ministry of Information website and come back to me and tell me if you found one. The Liberia News Agency established independent of the ministry another website. Check it and see whether you find anything there. And one of the few things that I've worked is the social media page, Facebook, for example. Lena has an official Facebook page that belongs to the Ministry of Information. The head of Lena, traditionally, has been a person appointed by the Ministry of Information because that's what the law says it should be. In the last 6 years, the WIA government elevated the position to a presidential level position. So contrary to what the law says, the president appointed somebody he calls, or he calls them, Director General of Lena. Because he took a presidential appointment as of January the 27th, his assignment ceased to exist. He no longer works for the Ministry of Information. In fact, he does not reflect on the payroll of the ministry anymore. But he has unlawfully, very disrespectfully, continued to run the Facebook page that belongs to the Ministry of Information. We have been positive and engaging. We held meetings with him. He asked us to write a letter. He just wanted to be calm as responsible people who know what they are doing. We wrote the letter. He has still refused to cooperate and turn over that platform that belongs to the ministry. So we have elevated the matter to the Ministry of Justice. And we use the law to resolve the issue. It is expected that people who have served in government will have a certain level of discipline. They will be respectful. They will not be lawless. They will not get involved with acts of gangsterism, because that's exactly why it is. How can you want to still run a platform that belongs to the national government, even though you no longer occupy the office for which that platform was created? So we have elevated that to the Ministry of Justice, because all other peaceful means we utilize to resolve the matter did not work, because you had one individual who believes he's above the law, who will not listen to anybody who wants to be better.